Tasting like a boss on a beautiful yet hot Florida June day. I have Dustin Henderson here. Yes, he's a little skittish. He's a little skittish today, more so than usual. Don't know why. I'm looking forward to today's review for a lot of things. I might be a little talky today. I apologize. But a lot of things are coming together today, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. Getting right ahead, in case you didn't see the thumbnail, what do I have with Dustin? Well, we've had a lot of Kylo, and you know he's alive, he's doing well. Well, this guy right here is the one that's most Boston cream pie colored. And that's what we're doing, guys, is a Boston cream pie flavored coffee by Bones. It's the third in 4 flavors for the summer 2024, and it is MEGALODONUT. MEGALODONUT, all right. Very cool cover. We got the shark here, the boat here. You notice out of the gills here, we got the cream, Boston cream, kind of gross there. But you got a Boston cream donut as bait. On the side, we got a replication of the shark there. And on the back, take a plunge into the depths of delight with MEGALODONUT. Notes of luscious vanilla custard and irresistible velvety chocolate frosting makes this brew a megalodon-sized flavor adventure. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, let me just touch on a few things. I know it says Megalodon, and I'm going to say something that some people might correct me and say, it's really the Meg themed. No, it's not. Don't be stupid, okay? Don't be stupid. It is Jaws themed. But of course, you got to work in the word donut. So you might say, oh, you don't know that, you don't know that. Well, hear me out. One, that shark's not big enough to be a megalodon. Now, I also know the great white sharks don't usually have Boston cream coming out of them, but bear with me a little bit further. What does it say? Boston cream donut flavored. Boston cream donut flavor. Boston cream. Was the Meg in Boston? No, it was in New Zealand. What was in the New England area? What movie? That's right, Jaws. Now, you might say, well, this cover is just like the Meg's cover, too. It's Jaws, guys. It's Jaws. It's Jaws. It's Jaws. It's Jaws. And I'm going to die on that. So if you disagree with me, I don't care. You can be friends, but, not as close of friends. I'm excited about this because I like chocolatey, creamy coffees. And so of the 4 flavors, I think this one was probably the one I'm most excited about. Unfortunately, that also means there's a lot to live up to. I also want to touch on something. Yeah, I'm wearing this awesome shirt Clue that has the late, great Madeline Kahn on there. It's got flames coming from the side of my head. We're going to go see the play Clue that's based on the movie today, so I'm in a really good mood, which is probably why I'm so talkative as well. And you're hot. You're panting, huh? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Also, I'm excited about this because it's a shark-flavored one. Now, I know it's not Shark Week. Shark Week's not until July. But I do know that one of our faithful viewers and a really good coffee expert and taster in his own right and supporter of this particular company, Coffee Joe, I think it's Joe Jitsi, but I'll just call him Coffee Joe. His favorite flavor is Shark Bite, which is by Bones. And by the way, I like Shark Bite too. I am not as gaga over it as Joe is. This is Joe's favorite flavor. When summer, I think for the last month and a half, maybe longer, he's been posting about how he's looking forward to Shark Bite being released. And interestingly enough, for me, I just assumed it was always available. I don't get it all the time because it's not one of my favorite flavors, but I can see why it is. And there's a lot of you out there that's their biggest and most favorite flavor. Guys, I don't even know why that one's not available year round. As far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't be seasonal. Shark Bite by Bones is a solid flavor. It's got a theme that runs throughout the entire year, so I think it's great. But for me, I'd like to have a shark-flavored coffee that maybe I like even more than Shark Bite. So will this be the one? Who knows? So again, based on Jaws, a movie I never got to see in the theater proper because it actually came out the week before I was born in 1975. I'm old, guys, but Jaws, such an amazing film. So if you haven't seen, I imagine everyone has, but raises the bar of every shark movie. In fact, to this day, I think for me, the best scene, I think a lot of people will say this, isn't the shark, it isn't even the score, it's the quiet moments with 3 individuals where Robert Shaw essentially goes into a monologue about the USS Indianapolis that scene alone elevated all of the material up to a degree that blew my mind. So I just waxed poetic about Coffee Joe, Jaws, Clue, Shark Week coming up, and what was there something else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, the Meg. By the way, not dissing the Meg. The Meg's fun. It ain't no Jaws, guys. But you know, Jason Statham kicking anything I'm into, and when he's kicking a big shark in the face, even better, even better. I'm all about kicking animals in the face. As you know, I punched my chihuahua in the face yesterday by accident. All right, so it's a three-way review, guys. We have it in the cold brew for over 24 hours, and I bet you want to lick the condensation. Oh, guess not. All right, then I'm going to have it in this coffee mug here, which brings up something else I love. Look, the donut experiment. Yeah, donut, but more importantly, this is located in Anna Maria Island here in Florida. Love that place. Go there almost every summer, and when you do, you got to hit the donut experiment. You have to go there. So a lot of support to the donut experiment. I'll put a link down below. And then, of course, I have it in the espresso. And for all you cream addicts out there, yes, when I'm done with all three, we'll revisit the drip with a little bit of cream in it. I think this flavor probably merits it anyway. All right, let's get to the smell, guys. Already talked about how awesome I think the bag is. But the smell? I mean, I smell some creaminess, maybe a little bit of chocolatiness. I mean, in reality, it doesn't smell so much like coffee. It smells kind of like chemicals. You know, I'm not saying this is all chemicals. They use natural and artificial flavors. And I know that Bones prides itself on using good stuff. So it's not a bad smell, but does it smell like a Boston cream donut? No, but that's okay. All right, let's move to the cold brew. No real scent on the cold brew. Tasting like a boss. Here we go. It's a creamy cold brew. The chocolate notes are very slight. So, will this be it for me? Now, I like Shark Bite more than this flavor. Shark Bite has more flavor on the cold brew than this one does. This isn't bad, but I'll tell you who would like this. Oftentimes, Bones, their creamiest flavors are their chocolatey flavors where there's a lot of chocolate there. You're not going to get that here. You're going to get more of a coffee taste, slight coffee notes, but the creaminess is there. So if you're wanting a creamy cold brew that doesn't have really strong milk or dark chocolate notes, this would be for you. I think you'd like it. It's good, but for me, I wanted more chocolate than just the cream, and I'm getting more cream than I am chocolate. They're saying velvety chocolate frosting, we think. No, I'm just getting the cream. So, it's totally different than, let's say, French vanilla. So it's not like French vanilla. It's a totally different cream experience. So, yeah, it's a thumbs up, but am I going to get it again for myself for the cold brew? Probably not. That's okay. No big deal. All right, let's move to the drip. Yes, very hot outside, I know. Getting some chocolate notes and some cream notes on the drip. Not amazingly so. Doesn't smell like a donut shop. That's a good cup of coffee. Okay, you pour that for me. I'm going to ask you what coffee it is because I know it's going to be a good cup of coffee. This is like when I've used this example before. This is like when you go to a hotel. You go down to the continental breakfast, and they got the different coffees are lined up, and you pour one, and you sit down, you take your sip, and you go, hey, that's better than I was expecting. Okay. Is it going to be something that blows your doors off? No, it's not. But you know what? Maybe it'll be better with the cream. Okay. Give it that chance. But the notes are just very subtle. The creaminess is very subtle. The chocolate's very subtle. You may not even think it's a flavored coffee. You probably just think it's a really good cup of coffee. Right? Not the most excellent cup of coffee ever, but a good cup of coffee, a really good cup of coffee. All right, let's move to the espresso, and then we'll get you some water. You know, let's put you down now. You got some water over here. You cool off and get some water. Yeah, you can do it. That's yours. Yeah, he's looking away. All right, good. All right, I suffer for the art. I shouldn't make him suffer for the art. All right, we have it in the espresso. Now here, yeah, now that smells like a Boston cream donut. That smells like a fresh baked Boston cream donut. I'm getting the chocolate frosting scent. I'm getting the cream scent. I'm getting the dough scent. Okay. All right. Tasting like a boss. Here we go. It's just there. It's just there. You're not getting the flavors enough to justify it. It's not rancid. It's not sour. It's not overly earthy. It's just there. Kind of a letdown because if you're going to deviate from having a really dark chocolate or espresso for espresso, you want to bring something to the table. You don't want it to be overly sour. You don't want it to be overly earthy, but you want it to be something different. And here it just sort of tastes like, if I were to pour a full cup of it and give it to you, you drink it and you think to yourself, oh, that's a powerful dark coffee you've given me. You wouldn't think it was espresso or anything else like that, and you wouldn't taste chocolate, you wouldn't taste cream or anything else. All right, so let me revisit just in case I change my mind. No. All right, let's move to the drip. And add just a dash of cream. I was asked in the comments what creamer I'm using. You know, guys, I don't like to put cream in my coffee, and so I don't have a lot of it in the house, but Boss of Boss does, and her coffee of choice is going to be, cream of choice is going to be by Coffee Mate, and it's the sugar-free French vanilla. So there's a little bit of sweetener in it, or, you know, artificial sweetener in it. Starts to get really up in your face. But not a lot of sugar. Here we go. Tasting like a boss. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Again, tastes like a good cup of coffee with some French vanilla creamer in it. That's really what it is. So, it's a great cover, but flavor-wise, kind of leaves me flat. It doesn't really come up with a flavor. But, you know, again, I would say skip it for the espresso. There's no reason to do it. There's plenty of other good cups of coffee out there you can get. They're going to have more flavor than this. This is really going to be for those individuals who want a creamy cold brew that's not French vanilla, maybe a little more custardy than French vanilla is, and the ever so slight chocolate notes, but nothing overbearing. Yeah, I stand by that for now. Okay, well, we got one more flavor to go, and then after that, we're going to do a retrospective where we revisit all these flavors with my opinions, because some of my opinions have actually changed just a bit since last time I spoke to you about them, even though that was just yesterday. I imagine the retrospective will probably happen sometime on Monday, maybe Tuesday. But the last review, the fourth flavor, we're probably going to do that one tonight. It's a night-themed one. I'm looking forward to it. So, from Dustin and myself, I'm going to get inside, get ready for this play, and get in the AC, because God only knows how anyone lived in this state ever before the advent of AC. Until next time, people, thanks for going on this taste journey with me. Hit like, subscribe, share, and make some comments down below. And keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.